Yep. Another future me here recording over again because it went on too long. And I rambled again. I hate when I ramble. Alright. Yet another video I actually have to record over because it caught something I didn't want to do. This is just a feature me here. Alright. Alright. Hey guys. My name is Brian Barnagati. Welcome back, folks, one and all, to another one of my personal favorite games. Maybe. I don't know. I wouldn't exactly call Resident Evil my favorite game, but then again, it is a it's kind of the franchise. I love Resident Evil as much as you can love a game. Welcome back, folks, one and all, to Resident Evil Director's Cut. That's what I meant to say there. I forgot about that. In the very, very first episode. I mean, the very, very first recording of this entire chain of recordings. But, I still never got the whole idea behind the original Claire, because the original Claire Redfield was a character in the franchise that was supposed to be there, but was not. As a matter of fact, in the movies, all you had was the one chick who's not even in the games. And if you get to the games, well, you might see a female character, but mainly you will see the manliest man of the franchise. Now, I'm not saying that men should be a part of it, but what about the women? Why even introduce them if they're not going to be there? I never could understand that. Like, by the time we even got one of the characters back was after a whole ordeal with another character, because I'm not trying to spoil it for you, but I'm trying to sum it up for you without spoiling it, who is more well-developed and had more time to process his development into what he is later on in the franchise. And he brings back another character that is not a usable character. It was only usable in this game. What that character is, I'm not going to spoil it for you because I don't, even if I do run her, I'm not going to tell you about what her role is and all that. I'm just summing it up because of what the guy is. You won't see him for a while. Mainly, you might see some deals in another game, but mainly, it won't be the next game. I can tell you that without spoiling it for you. As to what he is and how he even gets to that point, they never really explain that. So, beyond me. And I don't care about the remakes. I just don't care. I mean, Resident Evil 1, for a remake, I have to say, and I do have to admit, is very, very awesome. And, and this is the next one is going to be Halloween game. So we're going to turn this down all the way, and hopefully we have the right amount of stuff. So, otherwise, we're not going to be making it anywhere. I think our next goal is to go to this other door. most of it I'm editing it out. By editing it out, I mean I'm actually pausing the screen for a little bit and letting it just not bother. So come on, you fright knockers, come on. That's it. Follow me. Come on. Come on, you can do it. Fun fact, most people who generally do this have already done this before I have done. And they still have trouble with it, but it took me a little bit before I could finally get around to doing it, remembering how to clearly get to it. Well, they worked for me anyway, that I had to find out on my own. If I had tried to do their way, it don't work. But yes, I have seen bits and bobs here and there, but I haven't actually fully watched anything. Just a little bit of a fun fact. And I have seen bits and bobs, I have to admit, but I didn't fully watch the game or nothing like that. But I did fully watch it. Also, I mean, not fully. Bits and bobs in order to fully support somebody. Other than that, no. Anyway. Now here they come again. Oh, brother. Oh, God. Luckily, I'm getting away from them. Time. Oh. I definitely am getting away from them. Please bear with me. I hate these controls. All you missed there was me talking about, I hate these controls. Well, it's true, I hate them. But it's okay. It's somewhat manageable, even if they're still going to be frustrating. But as long as I have infinite something. Because if I don't have that, then this game would not be playable at all. Not for me. Because my nerves could not handle it. Like I said, most games, cheats. Most games, not. It just depends on what it is. And there might be some cheating, a little bit in there, but not like this. Oh, no. Do I have to push the button to make you go? There's going to be some things I already do know what to do. But the problem was, that was someone just getting through to do it. Yes, I will. You want to do that. There's going to be lots of things I don't know anything about. I'll have to try to figure it out on my own or look it up in a guide. Okay, now we're going to want to save state. In other words, yeah, I will be looking up things on the guide if I can't figure it out, and I will be trying to figure it out before I try to look it up in the guide because that's how I roll. I don't like to look up a guide if it's not necessary, because I want to play a game where I'm not, spoiled. So. There's a hollow space beneath the shield. That's just me getting frustrated trying to figure out which one's the menu button. And yes, that will come in handy at some point because there's something there. I'm not going to tell you what it is. Even I don't remember what it was, but it was something. I knew what I could, but I can't, for the record. It's something that's usual. But apparently the item we have, well, I'm going to let you see what happens. Carving of the star. So, Starcrest. You'll want to be doing that. So, you can't use it here. Why not? Okay. Yeah, apparently that item is the wrong item, so. But we will be going back to it a little bit later once we find the right item. I don't even remember which item it is either that we have to get. I thought I just saw a zombie up above. See, up above there is where we were just at. That's why we got the deal. You can't see the statue up there, but there's a door up there now. You can't see it before, but now we can. There's a version of this game where you had to actually. Okay, so I had to wait patiently, just future me, while somebody was on the phone because they don't know I'm here recording. But I have special permission to do this. And I don't do this 24/7, but whenever I can get in here is when I record. I usually get in here about late, and I can only do so much. I mean, I've been when I was able to get to about like so many episodes, then I had to give it up because I wanted to watch some TV. And it comes in handy. I did finally figure out, fix my problem, but I haven't been able to fix the other problem so that I can continue on board. Unfortunately, the only other person I can get a hold of does not, through another person I know that I can get a hold of, but this is her daughter. She does not want to tell me how to fix it. So I had to disable it, which was Wi-Fi calling. That's why you don't see Wi-Fi calling up here no more. So therefore, that has resolved one issue, but not the other, which is solving Wi-Fi calling and emergency. Trying to get that set up. Not that I'm sure I understand how that works, but anyway, so now that means I can actually watch Hulu on this device now. I've had no problems. I can actually log in every time that thing is on, because this device actually has the ability to look. This is what you might see what looks like a phone icon and an internet thing, right? For the Wi-Fi. If I turn that on, I cannot use that, and with that on, it flashes constantly. Wi-Fi calling error or something like that, and then if I disable it, well, it goes away. The other device did not have that. I had to, even though it wasn't flashing per se, the screen was already kind of screwed up by the time I even got into recording, but it just got worse and worse to the point that I said, I can't do this anymore. So, I just didn't want to keep messing with it. All right, feature me here. Actually, I didn't actually specifically say those words, but it was just like I couldn't handle it no more with this ring on that phone. Anyway, I'll let the other me talk, and if he don't shut, I don't know. Okay, sorry about that. Somebody was coming up to the door, and I had to take care of that. That's why I paused. I am so sorry about the interrupt to the pauses and whatever. And anyway, to feature me, well, shut up. And this part of the video that's recording the first session, maybe he'll let the other guy talk. Who knows? I'm not sure if that's how I was going to word that, but either way, it's kind of the same thing. Anyway, later. So, and I still have that phone, but it's no longer being used as a phone or anything. I don't even record on it anymore. I could have just finished off that one session with it before it got worse, but I decided I didn't want to mess with it no more. I decided to use this. I was intending to use this from the get-go when I got it anyway, but it just didn't work out that way. So, and anyhow, I'm going to go ahead and let this finish on. And what you missed was me talking about, there's a clock right there. There's a version of this game, the original, where you actually had to push it over. I don't think it's in the remake. I can't swear to that because it's been too long since I've seen the remake of the first game. And I know for a fact it doesn't have Steel Dawn in it. You might could say I was kind of spoiled on it, but I don't. You could also say that I wasn't, because I don't remember. It's been long enough that I don't remember everything, but I do remember it well enough to say that it was good. That's it. Of all the remakes I've ever seen, is the only one I can ever acknowledge. And anyway, so that clock there that I'm going around, I just talk about how, you're supposed to be able to push it not now or at some point in the game, and you're supposed to do something with it. But in this game, I don't know. Maybe it might still be in this game. I don't know. I'll try to look at it every chance I get before I wrap it up. But that's it. All right, to do that, and I guess it's not this version. I'm not sure. So, but we're going to go on and do some more damage before we end this episode. So, I know it was horrendous to see me get eaten up by zombies. I know that. Yeah, fun fact for you, because we're re-recording this, the video, the original thing that I'm recording, yeah, you won't have to see that as horrendous as it was. I mean, believe me, they were, oh man, they were so frustrating. It was even harder when I tried to eat. I didn't want to use the bullets because they would just run out and I couldn't get them to go down. I finally got them to go down. I think it's coming up here. And I apologize, but there's not much I can do. It's crappy controls. Now, I was playing the one I wanted to play, even though I like Steel Dawn, which is one of my favorite to-do songs. So what other got Steel Dawn?
I like how the past me the very first one said the to do song. I think I kind of did that in a reference to what Necker would say, because that is actually one of his favorites, and I don't do that just because of him, but I like Still Dawn. I don't remember it too well. It's been too long. I haven't officially. I'm gonna put this for the record. I have not actually officially beaten this game. No. I think I may have finished the second one. I'm not gonna swear to that either. I know for a fact that I've done the fourth one. Never did get to play the third one. And then I finally got the chance to play it. Here, I did barely a little bit, and when I finally got to do it, and then I never even beat it then. But the fourth one I have beaten in the entire franchise. The fifth one I have not beaten. I haven't even touched it yet. I haven't even touched the sixth one. And there's already 7 and 8. Anyway. Alright. The last time I'm going to talk is going to be at the near end of this video so that it's not rambling on. Later.
I don't remember if we even tried this door or not, but we're gonna try it right now. It's locked. Okay, yeah, we have tried this door. Okay.
There's one more thing I gotta say. I'm trying to interrupt again. But, and this is the future me with the final part of this, hopefully, anyway. It might seem odd to go out of order and beat one out of order. Well, I have done that, though, with games. Like, Mystic Quest was not even the first Final Fantasy. No. It was the first one for me. The first how I even got introduced into the Final Fantasy series. And I got more fun. I did play the others, but not as good. This is a little fun fact about childhood growing up. This is before PlayStation and all that. And then I got even more introduced into it because of Final Fantasy VII. Final Fantasy VII did not talk about any of the old ones like Suikoden does. But, you know, that's one of the things that both sucks and is interesting at the same time. You know, that's interesting, but it's like, what is the point? Anyway, so I just want to say for the record that as well, that's how I got even more further introduced to it. I kind of continued it on back and forth between that and 8. I have beaten 8. Well, actually not fully, mind you, because I didn't beat the final boss. I didn't even own 100% the game fully. Final Fantasy 9, I barely started, could not beat, because there was a point I got really stuck in. I have beaten Final Fantasy 7 so many times. I've not been able to fully 100% it because I have not been able to do certain things that anybody else can do. That you don't actually have to do to beat the game. And that's, there's a few things, even when I was, back when I first started doing it on a platform. And I tell you, anyway, I'm going to shut up. I don't want to keep going on. But I just want to say that that's what I remember from my childhood. I remember, growing up on this kind of stuff. Not to say I didn't grow up on TV shows. I have grown up on TV shows, but it wasn't the only thing. I've been playing video games, I even used to play with little toys. I mean, yeah, that's how much I was a kid. I barely remember my own childhood, But yeah, I do. I have forgotten. So it's been so long, and I mean many a decades that I finally remember just now. I used to play with toy cars. I mean, there's all kinds of things I used to do. And then moving towards being an adult is what made me go towards. Well, I didn't really think about it at the time, or even though the many years. So now that it made me towards of an adult playing games. You know, and I don't remember if I was playing video games at that time. I know I did at one time or another, but I wasn't heavily into them as I did growing up. Anyway, later.
So, yeah, future me here interrupting again. Yeah, there's still a lot of places we can't go up until, and we won't be able to even finish the game until we get certain things that will unlock certain doors. So until we do, we won't even be able to complete the game. And this one here, I'm probably going to take this one and take it back. I'll probably get up to at least a maximum of 10, and then try to record from time to time for the next Halloween event. I don't know if this will be my next one for the next coming of Halloween in 2023, per se, but I do know it'll be one of them that I will be doing. And it'll be automatically pre-recorded. I mean, it's not to say I don't have plenty of time, it's just that I don't have forever if I want to get this done in time for Halloween, which means all month long, and I had originally planned to do 3 of them. I don't have 3 of them in mind, and I'm not going to try to do 2. I might switch out games for, like, a different game, have a different one going, maybe, or I might just leave it all month long of Halloween, just one game that's going to be coming out, and that'll be the first one of its kind. It'll be successful, and I know I'm going to try my best. I'm going to try to look up guides and stuff in order to do that. If not, well, at least this one here will be prepared to go, just in case. That is if I can't get through that one long enough. I think what I'll do is I'll probably cheat just a little bit more if I have to, because I really want to get through that game, and I don't really want to cheat too much, but if I have to cheat just a little bit more, just to get a little bit further, at least to get at least a couple of bosses, that's what I'll do. I really don't want to have to do that, but I would like to get to the first boss at least, and then go on. Yeah, there's so much more to the game that needs a controller. I need to get me a controller, wireless one. I'm going to try to order one between this coming up month and March, sort of around there, because I know I can at least try to get one. I need to get that done. Or, you know, I need to get one anyway, because I like having wireless, because it helps out. So pretty much, anyway, let's go on.
Okay, so here's the thing I'm going to interrupt again one more time. Just one more. When I said the 2, I actually am going to do the second one. I'm not. I mean, I'll be doing like this game here, being so in between, that I will be doing what I can to get something going. Resident Evil 2 will be recorded, but it will not be posted either. I'm going to try to do the same thing for Resident Evil 3, for the record, but it won't be posted until for maybe another Halloween. I mean, I'm not really sure about Resident Evil 3 yet. But I know that Castlevania Symphony of the Night is going to be one of them. By the time that these come out, it'll be afterwards, sometime afterwards. This is still being recorded in the year of 2022 and of January. And I've skipped some days because I've either been busy, depressed, or something was going on. Either way, I just didn't do it. And I still haven't had a chance to play Tales of Destiny because I've been too drained. I've been always doing something or whatever, and I still haven't gone. I mean, it's not that I haven't been playing it. For when I did finally do it, I got to a certain point. I haven't been able to beat the beginning where, I would go and rescue the little girl or whatever her name is with the dude that apparently the sword doesn't like for some reason. I don't know. Never really got explained to that one. But, I mean, other than the fact that because he knew him or whatever, I don't know. Anyway, I gotta go again. But if I step out, I won't be gone for long. I'm gonna go fetch me something to eat, and I will return with something to drink. So I won't be gone long. I'm gonna let this do its thing. Actually, you know what? Instead of that, I'm just gonna pause it and then I'll be back because I don't want to take a chance of it going to the point that I rambled on like I have been doing now. All right, I'll see you momentarily. And I'm back. And I think it's almost time for me to, because the real original reason why I was trying to record this again, and the only way I could edit it out, is I really didn't want to have to scrap the entire video when the entire video was, other than maybe some up and down points where the music was up. Even though I don't really care about that personally. But as far as I do care about whether or not it captures something I didn't want, which is something personal. A PIN number. Yeah. That's what I was actually aiming to try to get out of it in this video. And I'm going to, as I try to eat here, I'm going to try to rewrite my list because I have to. Didn't really want to, but because it got smeared with peanut butter. Yeah. Like I really wanted that. So I got to rewrite my list anyway. So, yeah. And plus, I don't want it to, for copyright reasons, I mean, speaking of copyright reasons, I don't want it to record the part of, TikTok, So, just in case I'd been gone long enough, I didn't want to take that risk. Because, frankly, not that I care about TikTok, and I'm not even sponsored by them, and even if I was, I wouldn't want to be. That's how much I don't care for TikTok. I mean, I don't get me wrong, TikTok is okay, whatever, if you want to use that platform. But I don't care to use it. I'd rather be using BitChute. Because I know I can absolutely turn up my volume. I mean, I wouldn't want to turn it where it's overly bearing, of course, where you can't hardly hear me. But enough to where you can actually hear the music and enjoy the music while you're listening to me. Like a smooth transition while I'm talking. Or trying to provide as much commentary as I can while I'm trying to get to the point that I can finally provide some voices. Because that's what I mainly want to do with this channel, is provide voices. And I'm going to have to do that for most things anyway. I can't say that about anything about PS2, but maybe some cases, rarely, but more or less of PlayStation, the original. And yes, I will be going down the track of PlayStation 2 at some point. Anyway, I'm going to shut up now. And actually, by the time I get done talking here, I won't be needing me any point to talking at all. All right. See you later.
I might not be keeping this game. Throw out the rest of the year, but I'll get it back sometime, either on the computer or I'll have it back on here after I get done things soon, because this game is going to be for another year. Maybe.
Alright, feature me again. Now here's the thing. I'm thinking about what I meant to mention there was I was thinking about deleting the game itself and then revisiting it. Or I could just keep it on here until I've at least finished up the game. But either way, it won't make much difference because I've got plenty of time, and I'm not really in a rush to finish this game. I am trying to get at least 10 videos max of this entire series of this first game. It's like most games, I want to get at least that much done, except for this, the sequel of another game project I'm working on, because it involves me having to go back, and I might as well just, instead of trying to spoil it there, I want to spoil it, if this makes any sense, in the first game, as you might as well know, especially because I'm going through stuff that's been referenced in the first game. So I might as well just do that. So, anyway, I'm going to see y'all. I'm going to see you. Yeah, I don't mean to sound inappropriately rude here, but that's just me beating up my strawberry, just in case you're wondering here. So yeah, and it's 01 for January, and as old as I get, I have a hard time remembering what comes next. Until I used to remember to be able to know the calendar. That's another thing I meant to tell you. But yeah, so and then it'll be February, which is the second month of the year. Number two. So yeah, the 31st, and this is the last day of January. Last day of the first year, a month of the 2022, and then we'll get back into winter again, which is going to be painful. But other than that, and if you hear me rustling about, don't worry about it. It's just me making sandwiches or trying to write out my list here. Mm. Mm. I think that means they're down for good. Because we're going to get picked. We're getting back up. So I don't know.
Actually,
You mentioned supposed to be talking about too many shots. Well, I meant to say too many cuts to get them down. Nothing I can do about this guy. He just came out of nowhere. I'm trying to dodge him right now. Yep. I was trying to dodge that zombie. That guy is doing a puke on me. Just ripped it open.
Alright. I think I'll try to deal with those zombies off screen. Because that
At this point, I was trying to get to the door. I'm talking about the first recording. I didn't even know about the dogs until they came in. I knew about them coming in at some point, but I didn't know they were going to be coming in at that point. I was trying to get to that door there.
Of course, the dogs had to come out of nowhere. It's very usual. What? Oh! Oh no! Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. Yes, I'm Rebecca. Rebecca Chambers. I'm a newcomer. I just joined the Stars Bravo team last month. Well, I'm really sorry. Are you alright?
Yeah, apparently her name is Rebecca Chambers.
Luckily, he has this knife pointing out and is pointing in the cutscene like, look out, I got a knife. You better back up, lady. Oh, you are kind of hot, but I still got a knife in my hand. I just ran into this house anyway, but I see. There's nothing else you could have done anyway. It's good you're here. Yes, sir. But it's strange. I serviced the helicopter. I'm trying to keep this down because I don't want to get copyright flag.
No, not like that. I'm not getting any money for it. I don't know about no. Nice.
Everybody is. I don't know, everybody's what, I don't know. I don't know what you just said. Right. Vitamins and serums. So, here's the thing. Anyway, so here's what happened. It's captured my pen.
Yeah, that was it. And I went on about something else, and I forget what I was talking about. Anyway, I'll see you all in the next episode of Resident Evil Director's Cut. This is the future me of the third recording. Well, it's actually the second re-recording of it, but anyway. Alright. And I'll see y'all next time. Until then, later.